Hey guys, and happy Thursday. So what I'm gonna do today is post a really good leg day for you guys and be able to walk you through it. So I'll be talking about different cues, the sets, the reps, and describing each exercise. I was able to capture different clips, so different angles of the exercise, so you can see how I'm performing it with proper form. So hopefully that helps you be able to perform an exercise correctly to prevent injury and make sure that you're getting the most out of it. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Hi Tucker. Hello. Say hello. Looking out the window. Living life. Hey guys. So this is the first time I'm doing a voiceover, so you are going to have to bear with me. The first exercise that I did on my leg day was Smith machine sumo squats. So for this exercise, your feet are going to have to be wider than shoulder width apart. You're going to make sure that your foot placement, your toes are going to be pointed slightly outwards. And you'll notice that I position myself to when I squat, I'm going straight down. A common mistake is when people put their feet way too far in front of them and they're at a weird angle and can definitely put some unneeded pressure on your low back. Drive with your heels. Your heels should never come off the ground. These are going to be supersetted with stationary lunges. So you're going to choose whichever foot you want to start with, kick it back. So when you lunge down, you're going to make sure that your front knee is not going over your toes and your back foot is positioned in a comfortable way. This can take some adjustment, so don't feel the pressure of getting it right the first time. Take your time with it. Go slow. Feel the contraction in your muscles. Make sure you're doing it safely and effectively. And you'll notice here that I'm dying just slightly. This leg day was a killer. And here is another angle of the same exercise. So notice that my feet are wider than shoulder width apart. Toes are pointed outwards, straight down. Knees are staying behind my toes. And when I come up, I'm driving with my heels every rep. For this superset, I did 4 sets of 8 to 10. Hypertrophy is the repetitions of 8 to 12, but I like to stay on the lower end of that. Encourages me to go higher in weight to make myself stronger, make myself sweat a little bit more intense, but I'm still getting the benefit of gaining strength. Notice in my lunges, my waist and my trunk are going straight down, and my knee is directly underneath me. Knees are again not going over my toes. Might have to take a break if it's tough. Finish out your reps strong, and rest for at least 1 minute before moving on. Next exercise is one of my absolute favorites, and I do this every leg day. They are sumo deadlifts. Sumo deadlifts are similar to sumo squats, where your foot placement is going to be wider than shoulder width apart. Deadlifts, although very, very beneficial to strength and gaining muscle, losing fat, it is imperative that this exercise is done correctly so you can avoid injury. So for this, you want to make sure that you have a straight back. Your head is looking slightly downward so you're not overstretching or hyperextending your low back or your neck. Bend your knees, drop your butt, proud chest. Here's another angle of the sumo deadlifts. So from this angle, it's easier to see that my hands are being placed on the inside. So my foot placement is going to be outside of that. I use an alternate grip. So one hand is placed on the inside, the other hand is placed on the outside. Make sure to drop in your butt, straight back, neutral spine, so not overextending that neck. Keep the bar close to your shins. Full extension and squeeze. Take your time with this exercise. Use light weight if necessary. And there you have it. Next exercise is called Romanian deadlifts, also known as straight leg deadlifts. Say hi to Joe in the background running. Get it? Anyways, so what you're going to do for this exercise is you're going to keep your feet shoulder width apart, so it is going to be a closer stance than what we've been doing up until this point. You're going to make sure you have a straight back always. But as compared to deadlifts, with this exercise instead, you're not going to be dropping your butt all the way down. Instead, you're going to be hinging directly at your hips. Make sure to take this exercise as slow as needed. Although it works your hamstrings amazingly as well as your glutes, you want to always make sure that you're doing things in a safe manner. Feet shoulder width apart, proud chest. Bar is staying close to my body, close to my shins. I'm not going all the way down. You do not have to touch the floor. When you come up, you're going to squeeze your glutes. Notice that my head is down. I'm not hyperextending anything. I'm taking my time. 4 sets, 10 reps. Next are hip thrusts. A lot of women that I work with feel very uncomfortable doing this exercise if they've never done it before, but I have never yet had a woman not thank me afterwards. This is a #1 exercise I always recommend to women if they want to build their glutes, if they want to grow them, especially, to even make your butt more perkier, and it also contracts your hamstrings as well. So for this exercise, you're going to make sure that your knees are directly above your ankles, creating a 90-degree angle within your legs. You're going to make sure that you want some kind of cushion there. So I'm using a small towel here, but you can definitely have an actual cushion there, or even a yoga mat, anything to just kind of guard your hips to make sure that you don't get any bruises or it doesn't hurt. I'm going to do that for 10 reps. And this is going to be supersetted with more hip thrust, but with a dumbbell. So it's kind of like a drop set, so to say, since it is the same exercise. You're just dropping weight. And in this case, I'm just transitioning from a barbell to a dumbbell. When you extend and contract your glutes, you want to make sure that you're not overextending. So your back shouldn't be, completely in the air where you're creating this arch. You want to make sure that your back is completely supported on the bench. You're using your glutes to really concentrate and squeeze at the top. I use my neck to look slightly downwards. And I do these until failure, or until my form is compromised. So from a different angle here, break it down. Make sure that towel or that cushion is over your hips. Roll the bar over. Pull yourself up on the bench. Get yourself situated. I've done these plenty of times, so it's very easy for me to get into position. Take all the time you need. Knees are over my ankles, creating a straight line. I'm relaxing, so my hips are diving in and then thrusting up with power, squeezing your glutes at the top. I always make sure that my hand placement is on the bar for support. I do not place my hands underneath because I don't want to unconsciously assist myself with the weight, so I always make sure that it's placed overhand. After you perform your 10 to 12 reps, bring over that dumbbell. Push through the struggle at this point because your glutes are probably on fire. Again, use your hands for support. Knees directly over your ankles. Head is slightly looking downward. You want to make sure that, again, you're hinging at your hips, so your whole body shouldn't be moving in this motion, just your hips to really contract your glutes. Do this until failure or until your form is compromised and you can't do it correctly. And the very last exercise I absolutely love to do is kneeling hip thrusts. So you're going to take a long resistance band. This is commonly used for assisted pull-ups. You may have seen this even in your gym. Very easily accessible. You're going to make sure that your knees are on a pad for a cushion. Joe's trying to distract me in this video. And you're going to thrust forward. And you're going to squeeze your glutes at the top. Again, there's no need to overextend yourself or create any kind of, overarching or overextension. You're just going to create a straight line with your body, squeeze your glutes at the top there, hold it for a couple seconds, and you're going to do this until failure. Easy way to get out of this exercise, just drop the resistance band and step out. From another angle here, make sure it's at your hips. Step forward. Your knees are going to be touching the heels of your feet and thrust forward. It's a really great way to end a workout. Put your glutes and your hamstrings to complete exhaustion. Definitely going to be sore tomorrow. I hope you guys like this workout. Let me know if you want more voiceovers like this describing each set and reps of all of my exercises and different kinds of workouts, and I'll be sure to post them. Okay guys, and thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos with me sharing tips, recipes, grocery shopping, and kind of like a day in the life. If you have any suggestions or something you really want to see and learn about, make sure you put it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to record something for you. All right, see you in the next video.